We're here with head coach Willie Fritz of the Tulane Green Wave. And Willie, it's always great to have a chance to visit with you. Just getting started with spring practice. I'm going to start on offense with your quarterback. You're starting with a leader there, Michael Pratt. He can be a special player. He's demonstrated what he can do, and he looks like he's primed for a good 2022.
Yeah, we're fired up about Michael. He got banged up last season early in the year, and he had a little minor surgery on his non-throwing shoulder after the season got over, and he's just now getting back to full speed, and so we're excited about seeing him at full speed again. And then Justin Ibieta got hurt in our second ball game last year. He's probably going to be full go, probably June 1, someplace around there, but he was poised to have a great season as well, so it's good to have two veteran quarterbacks back.
With the new offensive coordinator, Coach Svoboda, you're very familiar with him. Can we expect anything different from the 2022 class?
Yeah, a little bit, some modifications in the run game, some things maybe that we're doing a little bit differently than we've done in the past, a little bit more option than what we've done. Jim's done quite a bit of that, and we've been working that so far during our first two practices. But a lot of the same plays. He's got a West Coast offense background, and I love his concepts. I'm excited to try to get him hooked up out there with the Saints and talk Coach Carmichael if at all possible, because he's helped us in the past. But there's a lot of similar concepts, but there are some differences.
Coach, you had a good running back combination coming back with Cam and Ty J, but it's aided by Ashad Clayton coming in. Your running back stable looks pretty solid.
Yeah, we got a good group of guys there. Ashad is a guy who's kind of in between Cam and Ty J. He's not quite as big as Cam, but he's also quick and fast and great movement like Tajay. So we're excited about him there. And then also YG Booker will play a lot for us. And then Iverson Celestine, from over Fountain Blue. So we've got a good stable of running backs.
You wide receivers, you need a couple of guys to step up. Anybody you've kind of caught your eye early this spring?
Deuce Watts has had some really good moments. I think he's a guy that's got a chance to play at the next level. It just has to be consistent. And then we added a couple of guys to the receivers that we had with Day McDougal from Maryland, and then my man Lawrence Keys came back from McDonough 35. He was at Notre Dame and wanted to come back home. We're excited about having him, and so we've got really good speed out there, and some guys that I also think can carry the ball, with fly sweeps, reverses, those types of things.
Talking to Coach Svoboda a little bit, he feels like y'all might have 7 or 8 guys, offensive line personnel that can man that position.
Yeah, I think we've gotten where we've caught up with everybody else in the conference in the offensive line. That's always the hardest position group to develop. We got some good size. Joey Claybrook is back for another year. I don't know how many degrees he's got from Tulane, but he's got a bunch of them. And he's 6'6", 300 pounds. Our right tackle that played for us last season, Rashad Green from over Baton Rouge, 6'3", 305 pounds. We feel like we got one of the best centers in the nation in Sincere Hainsworth. He was all conference for us last year. Josh Remitich from Holy Cross, has started a bunch of ball games for us. Caleb Thomas has started for us at guard. Jackson Fort's done some good things. So, you want to have 7, 8, 9 guys that can play. You can roll them. Oftentimes people won't roll their offensive line, but they do it at running back, they do it at wide receiver, they do it at tight ends. We want to do it a little bit at offensive line if we have enough depth.
Flipping the other side of the ball, Coach, your defense had some moments last year where they flew to the ball. You had some success on third downs. Everything on defense starts with that linebacker tandem.
Yeah, we feel like we've got 2 of the best linebackers in the nation, and Nick Anderson and Dorian Williams. Played really good defense the last 5 games of the year. Matter of fact, if you just went off the last 5 games, we were one of the top 10 defense in the country. But unfortunately, aren't able to do that. You got to count all of them, right? So we've just got to pick up where we left off from last season. We've got some good depth. We're still relatively a young football program, but those 2 guys provide veteran leadership.
Your secondary picked up, has some experience now, and you look like you may have some depth in the secondary.
Yeah, I think we got 2 great safeties in Macon Clark from over at Destrehan, and then Larry Brooks, who has started a lot of games. And then Jaden Kennedy has played Played great as a true freshman for us last year. He was freshman of the year in the conference defensively. Lance Robinson from De La Salle has got an opportunity to start for us and really help solidify our corner position. And then another local guy that we're very excited about is Jarius Monroe. Transferred to us from Nichols, and he's looked really good so far.
You look like guys up front can bring a little pressure. Cooper and Anderson look like they have what it takes.
Yeah, Angelo Anderson from John Curtis played a lot for us last season. Keith Cooper was a true freshman who played in every ball game last season for us as well. He's a big, tall, long guy. And, another guy we're adding is, Patrick Jenkins from John Ehret High School. Played at TCU, so he's another guy that wanted to come home. So we got some pretty good size. We feel like we'll have 8 or 9 guys that we can kind of roll at those 4 positions.
Coach, you're not going to win any games in the spring, but this early in the process, what are you looking for?
First 3 practices, we're really looking for organization, so the guys know what our expectations are, and they go ahead and fulfill our expectations every day in practice with drills, whether it's individual, group, or if we're doing, some team type drills. So the organization part, and then we want to start seeing some competition. We'll do some live stuff, but it's going to be probably with youngsters. We're pretty hesitant to play some guys that have logged a lot of plays. A Nick Anderson, he's going to get himself better, but we don't want to put him in harm's way either.
Special teams, your kickers, you lose Ryan Wright, but you should be pretty solid there.
Yeah, Ryan, I feel like he's going to be in a pro camp this year and had a sensational career for us. Casey Glover, I think, would have played for a lot of teams last year as a punter. He was our kickoff guy last year, and then we need to really identify a field goal kicker. That was not one of our strengths last year, and we need to find a kicker. And right now we got some competition going between Kriston Esnard and also Graham Dable. So we'll see which one of those guys wins the job when we get finished with these 15 practices.
Coach, thanks for a little time. It's always great to visit.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Roll Wave.